Hi students, welcome to the problem solving session on step response of the system. Right, so they have given impulse response and we have to find the step response. Okay, so what is the first problem? They have given h of n is equal to del of n. So we know what is the step response. Y of n is equal to our step response equation directly we write s of n is equal to h of n star u of n. Right. So what they have given here is they have given h of n, which is nothing but del of n. Del of n star u of n. What it will give? Del s of n is equal to u of n. Right? What is the reason? You tell me. So we know x of n star del of n is equal to x of n. This is an impulse property. So whatever be the signal, if you convolve with del of n, we will get the same signal. So that's what we get. So step response is nothing but a unit impulse signal. Okay. So this is one of the beautiful problem. You see here the impulse response is obtained when impulse response is a impulse signal means what should be the step response? Step response must be a step signal, right? So it's a clever problem, right? You don't need to even do this in competitive exams. Directly you can guess. Right, so if impulse response has impulse means step response should have step as the answer, right? Okay, so first problem over. Second problem, second one is h of n is equal to del of n minus 1 plus del of n minus 2. Again, this is also a simplest problem. I see what is that step response. Step response is um, h of n star u of n. So h of n star, instead of u of n you substitute associative property, we can use del minus 1 plus del n minus 2. That you can use the associative property of convolution. H of n star del of n minus 1 plus h of n. Sorry, h of n is given u of n. Okay, so h of n is this one. This is u of n. Okay, so u of n, u of n. Instead of h of n, I substituted this one. Okay. So u of n star del of n minus 2. Just now only we have seen u of x of n star del of n is x of n means x of n. This is also another property of convolution. This is x of n minus 1, right? Similarly, u of n star del of n minus 1 will give u of n minus 1, right? And u of n star del of n minus 2 will give u of n minus 2. That is what s of n. Okay, right? This is the answer. You see, you can directly say the answer because you see the impulse response exists at only n is equal to 1. This exists at only n is equal to 2. That means the h of n exists to some value only at n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2. For all other, it is 0, 1. Right? So directly you can write, you can guess the answer, but in exam you cannot write directly. For competitive exam, you can guess the answer. So this exists from n is equal to 1 to infinity. This exists from 2 to infinity only. Fine. So that is the second problem. And the third problem is what is that? H of n is equal to u of n. This is one more beautiful problem. Let us see. H of n is equal to u of n. Right? What is my y of n? Sorry, s of n. S of n impulse response is h of n star u of n formula. So what they have given as impulse response, u of n star u of n. So we have to convolve impulse with the step with the step. So convolution equation I know k goes to minus infinity to plus infinity. X of k, instead of x of k I have u of k. H of n minus k I have u of n minus k. Right? So from this, we know that I have to multiply u of k and u of n minus k and sum it up, right? For infinite, it is very tedious to go for minus infinity plus infinity. So first we simplify this, right? Let us see this. Okay, right, prop, right? Here u of k exists from k is equal to 0 to infinity, because we know u exists for k is equal to positive value. So 0 to infinity, k value, right? Then u0, it is 1, up to u infinity it is 1. So for k is equal to 0 to infinity only, u of k is existing. Similarly, u of n minus k exists for k goes from minus infinity to n. Yes or no? When k is equal to minus infinity, it will become u of infinity. When k is equal to n, it will become 0. So any number in between, the k ranges from 0 to infinity. So u of 0 to infinity only, it is positive number. Other number, it will become 0. So this u of n minus k exists from k is minus infinity to some positive number n. So we know what is the range of u of k. What is the range of u of n minus k? Next we have to multiply. See, when you multiply from minus infinity to 0, we will get answer as 0, because minus infinity to 0, u of n minus k has value, but u of k has 0. So multiplication will give 0. Similarly, when n is greater than 0, what happens? U of n minus k has a value of 0, but it has some value. When you multiply both, you will get 0 only. So what is the limit? You will get the answer only when k is equal to 0 to n, we get the answer. So change the limit from k is equal to 0 to n. When k is equal to 0 to n, u of k is 1, u of n minus k is also 1. So summation k goes to 0 to n, 1 is n plus. That's what our step response. Okay. So this is a beautiful problem. This you can write as u of n, because this value is only for n is greater than 0. That's why we are adding u of n. Otherwise, this answer is also right. Both are giving the same answer only. Okay. So this is the step response. Okay. Any other problem is there? Okay. 0.2 power n u of n. Fourth problem. H of n is equal to 0.2 power n into u of n, right? So this problem, see this you cannot, if you do like that, it is tough. We will follow the some other method. We know the formula. S of n is equal to summation k goes to minus infinity to n h of n. We know this formula also, no? Here you do. If you do there, it will create some confusion. In the formula you substitute summation k goes to minus infinity to n 0.2 of n u of n. But u of n exists from 0 to infinity. So change the limit. So u of k. So h of k, right? So here u of k. H of k. So u of k exists. Everything I replace by k. So h of k is, this implies h of k is 0.2 power k into u of k. That's what I write here. So u of k exists from k is equal to 0 to infinity. So you don't need to go for k is equal to minus infinity. So go from k is equal to 0 to infinity, but the limit is for n only. So keep it here itself, 0 to n. 0.2 power k. Right? So you have from 0 to infinity, u of k is 1 only. From 0 to n also, u of, for any positive number, u of k is 1. So we substitute 1. Okay? Right. So 0.2k. So we know the formula, summation n goes to 0 to n, an is 1 minus a power n plus 1 divided by 1 minus a. So similarly, if you use this here, a is 0.2, instead of n we have k. So 1 minus, that is going for n, 0 to n. So instead of capital N, we are having small n. So 1 minus a is 0.2, right? Instead of this n, we have n. So n plus 1 divided by 1 minus 0.2. Okay, 1 minus 0.2 is 0.8. So 1 minus 0.2 power n plus 1 divided by 0.8. Right? So this we can write as 1.25 into 1 minus 0.2 power n plus 1. This is what our step response is of. Okay. So I hope you understand this concept. If you have any doubt, please ask me in comment section. Thank you.